Hey, how you doing, everybody? Good morning. Happy 2 a.m., July 15th. Today is Charlie's birthday. Happy birthday, Charlie. I love you, Charlie, more than anything. Yay. So spending the whole day with him since I was awake about an hour ago. And basically, let me try to figure out why this won't let me full screen this. It won't let me full screen this on my thing. Whatever. Let's not waste time. Anyway, guys, yeah, as you saw from the title, I'm gonna take three blinkers. I'm sorry that the noise is loud because of the AC and everything. There we go. The irony is, I every time I'm recording my reviews at my apartment, except for a couple times last year, I deliberately turn off the AC. Yeah, because it makes this loud noise, and I don't want it in my videos. That's why I am saving up for this $100 mic, for the past like few weeks, almost month, I think. Yeah, I last time I bought a mic was 2013, so that's crazy. Yeah, can't wait. I'm sure I'm still gonna have to turn the AC off, but the mic, the $100 mic, I know, like I was considering a $200 lens, but then I realized like the lens that I wanted 5 to 300 millimeter. Those lenses I almost forgot. They make a lot of noise and shakiness when you're doing moving shots, you know? And you know me, I usually do like conversational type of shots. I don't do that much long takes of nature, you know, or like that require long zoom ins. That's what the 300 millimeter telephoto is. But the other lens option, other than the 50 millimeter that I have, which I love since 2020, the other lens option you guys might know is at 18 millimeter, maybe 14 to 18 millimeter, but that is unfortunately the same price as the 85 to 300 millimeter. And I'm pretty sure that would serve me a lot better, even though my lens already goes from 18 to 50. So it does have a nice looking zoom out. 18, the smaller the number, the smaller the number, the more it zooms out. The wider it zooms out, the higher the number, the more zoomed in you get. And therefore, you get more shakiness if you're moving the camera. So the 300 millimeter lens is probably really not the best option for me. Let me switch this camera. Yeah. So I do think possibly saving up for the 10 to 18 or possibly 14 to 18, whatever it's called, millimeter lens, that's 200 some dollars, might be okay for me because you know, nice zoom out shots, it would get the whole of the room, more frame of the room that I'm in. It would get the entire frame of the room. But the 18 millimeter still looks great. I love the low angle zoom out shots that I've done. I love the low angle, zoomed out sort of shots that I did, like in my dinner party short film. So yeah, that being said, so considering those technicalities and those realisticnesses, you can see why now I don't want to save up for a lens because the 18 to 50 millimeter, if you think about it, is pretty fucking perfect. It really is. So only reason, therefore, that I would want a lens is to upgrade my look. Upgrade my look. Um, just to or feel like my look is being upgraded in a way, you know? And I think buying a mic should do that. A new mic. Used to own a couple. Um, I had like a small Rode mic. It was pretty cheap, I think $30 or something. But now I don't have a camera jack for it, so I don't know where it is. It's somewhere. It's fine. Yeah, it was for my Nikon. My Canon doesn't have a external mic jack, so it's gonna be a microphone where I'm gonna have to like snap and clap at the beginning of every take to line it up. That should be fine. I know the audio is gonna be good. It's called a Zoom H1 mic. I bought the 2012 version, 2013 back in the day. Yeah, and now it looks a little. I wonder if you could still hear me when the thing goes blurry, yeah, black. Anyway, guys, also one. Before I take the couple of hits or three blinkers here, wanted to say yesterday for some time I spent some time considering the plot for next short film number 5 of the year. Don't have a good title yet, but ChatGPT, when I showed it my outline, actually suggested a few different titles that I'm actually a big fan of. Uh, like a couple of titles it said, trying to think off the top of my head. One was "Don't squander your essence," because that's one of the lines. That's one of the lines in the thing. I'd rather it be one of the lines instead of giving it away as a title. So I might not pick that one, but I actually really love that title. The other title that it suggested was Parameters, which actually is a really nice looking title. The reason it suggests that is because in the outline, I wrote down parameters for myself. I wrote down a couple parameters. Okay, maybe like only two locations at most, maybe only a few lines of dialogue at most. Things. Yeah, so I'm giving myself rules, parameters, boundaries for this next short film. I think is huge for getting it done. Giving myself a little challenge there. What else was I gonna say about that? Yeah. Oh, yeah. One of the parameters rules I was gonna give myself is doing this in black and white again. Last time when I did black and white, it was inspired, I said, by Childish Gambino's Littlefoot Bigfoot. This time that I do black and white, it would be inspired because of Better Call Saul season 6. So a couple of different inspirations there. That would pretty much be the only black and white inspiration. I have rewatched a little bit of 60s black and white Doctor Who in that time, but I wouldn't call that an inspiration. It's mostly for uh just for fun. See, it's hard to review 60s Doctor Who again after Underwater Menace and Wheel in Space because I rewatched Dominators for like the third time. I rewatched Crotons for like the third time. Fuck. I told you yesterday I was watching episode 1 again of Enemy of the World after like 7 8 years because people like Cody W1, shout out to that YouTuber, go subscribe to he's my favorite, one of my favorite, if not my favorite Doctor Who reviewers. Yeah, not sure if the audio cuts off there, but yeah, guys. So potentially, if I rewatch more of Enemy of the World, I might review it because it's been several years, and it's interesting to talk about the opinion that you feel like it's overrated for several years. Then you start appreciating it again. That's a beautiful review where you're like, I thought this story sucked. I thought this story was overrated for years and years. Then I watched it again and I had so much fun. Let's talk about it. That is an amazing opening for a video. So I'm glad I just thought of that idea. But yeah, remembering how cheesy world Enemy of the World gets, I stopped watching after like halfway through episode 1. But I re- I remember Patrick Troughton's amazing performance. How hard could I was about to say how hard could it be? I know how hard it is to play two actors in one, play two different versions characters. One is a villain. Patrick Troughton is a good anti-hero. When this YouTube other Doctor Who YouTuber Davis, he pointed out from one Patrick Troughton writer how Troughton's like manipulate. He doesn't his his softness, his flamboyance, his quirkiness, it's not a masquerade, it's not a manipulation tactic. Whereas for example, the seventh, even fifth and 11th doctors, you could say that their charm, their quirkiness, their whimsicalness, that is it for to trick their opponents. That is for to a false sense of security, so that if there's evil afoot, he can devise a plan and bring out his dark side after proving himself fun, quirky, nerdy, flamboyant. But Patrick Troughton's quirkiness, kindness, that is natural. It would come out more if he visited worlds that weren't so war torn and destructive. So that's not an original thought, but that's such a beautiful, interesting, unique thought. Because yes, with a fan like me for years and years and years, a fan like me who Patrick Troughton was my favorite Doctor for like the first year, and then like Tom Baker was my favorite Doctor for a lot of years. Then for most of these past 7 years, my favorites have been the seventh and sixth Doctor. Since rewatching Doctor Who since last year, it's hard to pick a favorite. Mostly Matt Smith, but those four Doctors that I was rotating between in reviewing TV or Doctor Who fights, that's still a thing. I was only for Doctor Who fights. If you've noticed, I've only talked about four doctors. I've only talked about the second Doctor, 11th Doctor, 12th Doctor, and 13th Doctor. And I actually really love that because those are the four doctors that I wanted to sort of lighten up to, as well as yeah, just lighten up to and enjoy. So it's great talking about that. There are at times like a Pertwee or a Baker or a McCoy story that I feel like talking about for TV fights, but I feel like I can save that for a different type of video, like I did for my cliffhangers video. I also want to make a video about the history of the Time War because I love the concept of the Time War. But yeah, probably we'll work on that type of idea around. I feel like that the vibe of that type of idea is best suited for August to November, but I have written that down months ago. So it will be coming to fruition after like a year of writing it down. But that's cool because in that year I was focusing on other reviews. But yeah, history of the Time War video, that's going to take some research, but it's going to be fun freaking love the Time War concept. It's brutal as a concept, but I love it. Same reason people love war movies. Not it doesn't mean you love. Yeah, right. Same reason people have horror movies, war movies, psychological horror movies doesn't mean you like those things in real life. It provides some kind of catharsis relief, I guess. All right, is that all the projects I'm working on? Oh yeah, did I even mention short film 5? All I said was a new title. The original title was gonna be sixth grade, but there's no specific inspiration from sixth grade. All I really remember about sixth grade is getting into Doctor Who at age 10 and talking about it all the time. The pelican fly joke from the previous one was from sixth grade. What else from sixth grade? We learned about ancient Egypt, ancient Mesopotamia. I can't remember if freaking anything else. Who was my social studies teacher? I think it was called geography in that grade. Our class was called geog. Yeah, now I'm remembering. And then what else about sixth grade? I got 100% on a math test one time, and my teacher gave me a high five because yeah, that was really cool. I remember that now. That's a core memory. My teacher was like, "Pratik, come here." Like I thought she was gonna yell at me, but she was actually like, "You got 100 on your math test," and this was after like it must have been like a week before that. It was like a teacher student conference type of thing where the teacher pulls you aside being like, okay, maybe these grades could be improved on your tests, maybe this area on your tests can be improved. Yeah, I think I was struggling with my tests for some time, and then after my teacher said that, I think I remember like studying for that week's test and can't believe I got 100. My teacher pulled me aside like, Pratik, come here. I thought she was gonna yell at me, but she was like, you got 100 on your math test. It was so cool. I was like, she couldn't believe how it happened. I couldn't believe how it happened, but I studied for it. Yeah, that's a core sixth grade memory. And if I hope I can remember more, I had some good friends in sixth grade who also knew editing. They do computer stuff now, which I wish I kind of wish I knew about. But I'm glad that I'm in the path that I'm on. I'm gonna write down that 100 on the math test memory because that's actually a really good scene. I just found a way to make that 100% on your math test line fit really perfectly and interestingly inside the story, inside one of the scenes, specific scenes. It's a commercial. So I might have that line, you got 100 on your math test, Pratik. And I'm playing a teacher. um, that might have to take place inside of the commercial that's happening in the short film, which it would add that uh, touch of abstract, surreal avant-gardeness. Oh, and I do have a SpongeBob episode in mind to review for TV fights. I'm so grateful for YouTube as a form and as a social media and as a escape to watch stuff. Because yeah, when it has SpongeBob on Paramount, and I was going pretty much a year or so over the past 2 years, over a year with without watching SpongeBob. So watching a little bit of new SpongeBob in the past 2 weeks, this has been a nice little bit of a fresh perspective on a show that I've always loved, that most people my age, if not everyone my age and younger, loves. Fuck yeah, who doesn't love SpongeBob? I mean, I can understand. I can understand not liking SpongeBob. I went a year, almost 2 years, without really watching any episodes because after rewatching the episodes you like for so many years, it gets tiring. But that being said, um, I really think like I stopped watching it because you rewatch it so many times when it's on Nickelodeon, and then rewatch it on your own time, even when you're a teenager at times, just to remember your childhood. And all these years later, where does it stay put when you think the first three seasons are the only worth watching? Yeah, then you realize like some reviewers, some people then tell you that there's some good things about later seasons. So you're like, okay, maybe I'll give them a chance sometime. Then you're like, ah, it's too kiddish. But in recent viewings of these kiddishness things, it's actually good because if anything, the first three seasons of SpongeBob, if you're trying to recreate those, I might have said this before. I don't know if I said this before. It's depressing. It's kind of a depressing atmosphere. Late 90s, early 2000s, so many shows have come and gone since then. It's like Tom and Jerry status, old status. So Mickey Mouse status for SpongeBob, essentially, at this point. Definitely higher than Simpson status, I think. That can be for sure. But anyway, if I haven't even seen Bluey, but the cultural impact that Bluey has had is getting up there. I've never watched Bluey, but the cultural impact of Bluey, yeah, it seems really cool. But I'm already into Thomas and SpongeBob. No more kid shows for me. But yeah, I respect the My Little Pony fans and all that, and the Huey Toonmore, the reviewers like that. Uh, kids movie review, animated movie reviewers. You don't need to call them kid movies because if you're an adult and you enjoy them, there's nothing wrong with that. The people that enjoy Disney movies as an adult, nothing wrong with that. Anyway, what was the fucking point I was making? It was about short film five. Yeah, the 100% on your math test. Can't believe I can only remember like three things about sixth grade. That was a good year. I had some friends, was laughing a lot, no depression. That's a time of childhood to cherish. That's so nice. So hopefully, when the next time that I'm depressed, I can think about my actual sixth grade experience. I was about to say sixth grade in reference to the first title of the short film, but I could still call it sixth grade because of that 100% inspiration. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna take a 2 week break from planning that. I should. I think August is a good time to actually outline it. I have, even though I've been lightly outlining, it's like 1, 2 pages so far. It's like 2 weeks till August 13th. Sorry, 2 weeks till August 1st. I wanted to say the reason I feel like kind of doing some light work on it, hopefully in the right direction for the next 2 weeks, is yeah, it would be cool to get it done earlier than expected, just like all my other two short films. I the high profile short film from November. I thought that was gonna take me like longer. How I don't remember how long I thought that would take me. I don't remember how long. I don't think I thought it would take me like 5 months. Whatever. But Biryanovich, I thought that would take me a couple months. I thought that might take me till May. I can't even believe that because I did like three short films in May. That's great. See how I divided and I thought Biryanovich would take me up until May. And so by May, I made two others, 3 minute and 6 minute. So that's great. Dividing and as people say, artists say, like art is never really finished, only abandoned. That really makes sense, because the next short film after that didn't rely on any previous B-roll. Febreze Coke. It actually did rely on like two shots of previous B-roll. The rest of it was from that month. And then what's that one? Dinner Party. Nope, no previous B-roll. No It's all from that month. It was all new B-roll, just like 11th grade. That was all new B-roll. So that is a real sense of satisfaction saying that out loud when for years, years 2021 when I was making montages till 2024, relying on old footage of mine. Now I'm someone that actually goes and does the footage. I can go a little crazy, of course. To me, that's 100% worth it. I know PewDiePie said he stopped doing his Ask Pewd series. What I think it was that it was what it was called. PewDiePie said he stopped doing that. Funny. It was a funny series where he'd answer questions and do fun skits, and he said he stopped doing that because it gave him a lot of anxiety to approach that. I can absolutely see that. I've gotten anxiety attacks from videos that don't exist anymore that I spent like 12 hours making. But whatever, I don't care. Well, it was the video that I made in 2021 and tried to remake in 2022 about worm jokes. I just felt a purpose about that. It was like an allegory for wedding jokes, an allegory for heartbreak. But now it's like almost like I'm kind of off in my own world. A guy just trying to make really funny puns about worms getting married. The earliest bird of all, that kind of joke. And what was the other joke? Oh, that's the wrong type of ringworm. Those were like the only two jokes, and just thought of stuff that would extend it to 3 to 5 minutes. But those were the only two funny. Maybe there was a third when ad lib where I was like, "Oh, he's married to a snake, not a worm." Oh, low key. If I thought of more, but no, I don't want to make 3 minute short films. And yeah, no, I don't really want to talk about the worm character. Um, all right, man. What am I talking about right now? I think I'm thinking about how hard I was working on that Henry the Worm idea because it actually meant something to me. After the summer after finishing sixth grade is when I thought of that Henry the Worm idea. Then it came back in 2021. But I worked so hard on it. Anyway, I am working hard now. I am taking a 1 day break. 1 day break I'm giving myself. You guys saw me yesterday and day before and days before doing affirmations, doing my storyboard. So yeah, especially since I imported the I said it in the beginning of this, didn't I? I don't think I said it. I have 47 minutes of review footage. 47 minutes of review footage to skim through. Some of it is a little out of footage, but by like 2007, 2008, 2009 standards, it's not out of footage, but the camera could have been more in focus. It's not a blame thing or anything. You guys know how hard I try to sit myself in the manual focus. You guys know how hard I try. But yeah, so I'm fine with refilming those scenes actually. If it makes my video better, I'm totally fine with refilming some of those points for sure. But yeah, I just need a day break, and it's my cat's birthday, so yeah, I deserve a day break. And yeah, break from a lot of things, for everything. Yeah, just feeling good. Nothing to worry about. Yeah. All right. What was I talking about? I was talking about the videos and creative stuff in my rotation. The next short film is being outlined, and I told you guys I want to pick it up in August to November, but the 2 weeks from now till August, hope I can magically get some really great scene ideas, if not some really great details that will propel the background motivation for this. Hell yes. So try for that. That's the one thing. Then I got the 47 minutes of review footage to edit. So that's two things. I try to have five creative things in my rotation, but just finished my personal affirmations video for quitting smoking and stuff. Just finished my vision board, cinematic storyboard, in the form of a picture collage of cinematic film stuff and TV stuff. Fuck, man. So I finished those two things. I like to have like five creative things in my rotation, but right now I can only think of two. And I think that's perfectly fine right now because I've been grinding since June, right? At least. But then I'm remembering how first week of February, First week of February, I finished three great reviews that were 10 minutes in the first week of February. So I can do that again. But like I said, I have the minutes of thing. And yeah, blurring, I mean, not blurring the lines, but incorporating sort of essay structure, thesis essay structure that you do in college. That's what I love about doing reviews, not just talking about the shows, not just showing off personality in the small times, my personality. I'm just thinking about TV fights and just making myself feel proud of that. So yeah, I'm gonna be silent for a second. I was supposed to take three blinkers, but been talking for 30 minutes. Good mood, good mood. I told you guys yesterday morning around this time I was struggling mentally, but this is good vibe. Just a progression of good thoughts and working on myself since yesterday. Always working on myself, but you know, what am I supposed to do today as a break? I love cats, man, and my cat's the best. I love cats so much. Oh, I forgot. I forgot. Yeah, I did mention before that I don't eat that much. So, because I'm a bit of a night owl, so I do fall asleep around 6 p.m. and then wake up at 1 a.m., 2 a.m. But basically, for dinner, I kept biryani, and so it being in the warmer since around 7 p.m. and now it's 3 a.m. I hope that cuts the spice. But this chicken 65 biryani, I was gonna cut down on biryani. Um, for at least a month or two, I was gonna cut down on biryani because I know it can add a lot of calories. But this chicken 65 biryani, it's spicy as hell, spicy as fuck. But it's gonna taste really good. Let me grab it out of the warmer. I wish I had. I probably have like a fruit juice. Where did my? Here it is. Found it. Haven't eaten in 16 hours. Kind of used to it the past few days. But I wish it was helping me lose weight. Still. All right. Should I try it first without warming it? Do I warm it? No, I should put it in a plate, right? I shouldn't warm it in this box. All right. That means I should only do like a plate's worth. Did I show you guys? I think I showed you guys this biryani before. But yeah, I want to take like a month, 2 months without eating biryani because I think it does add a lot of calories. Because one plate is like 500 to 800 calories, and it comes in the size of a biryani is like two or three plates, isn't it? So for a dinner, that's might be almost 2,000 calories. And a 25-year-old guy like me should be having 2,400 calories a day. But so if I want to lose weight, calorie deficit, I should be making that 2,000 calories, which I have been less than 2,000 late in the last few couple of days. Okay, yeah, this is like half the plate. Oh, yes. Save some for later, quickly. Wow. Do I try some without warming it? No, I should warm it, I think. Ooh, I almost don't want to warm it. It's fine right now. I think maybe only like 10 seconds, really. But yeah, considering it's 3 a.m. and that's been sitting here since 7 p.m., it tastes good. I'm only gonna warm it for 11 seconds max. It's a bit spicy. It is still spicy. I'm gonna grab the right, but oh, here's the right, and make sure I have some nice cooling fruit juice. I'm like, this is the only juice that I have. Might not be enough. I'm gonna go check the fridge in the garage real quick, to see if there's a can of soda or something. Cause this is gonna be spicy. I'm gonna need a little more juice. Yeah, hey, we had Diet Pepsi. All right, I'm gonna need to use at least one raita because it's spicy. Oh damn! It's only one raita and one salan. Whatever, that's fine. Damn, dude, they really should have included two raitas. I can't have salan with this. It's gonna make it spicier, and I only have this much liquid. Diet Pepsi. All right, guys, let's taste it. I hope the raita didn't go bad. It looks slightly chunky, but I think it should still be okay. Mm, 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 mm. That is hitting nice and good. Oh, yeah. What a brilliant invention, biryani. Oh, I think I should limit it to one plate. Save the rest for maybe tomorrow's lunch or for my dad, possibly. Oh, spicy though, but it is good. This is not the blinkers yet. This is my nicotine free vape that I was telling you guys about in my live stream yesterday when I didn't have my camera on. I would have looked like this on the stream, but the camera was unplugged and phone didn't have charging. It feels so peaceful walking around my house. Imagine if I was just walking around with my camera recording myself at 3 a.m. walking around my parents' house. Only reason I'm here right now is because it's my cat's birthday. Otherwise, I'd be sleeping in my own apartment. But yeah, it's good that I have like this ghost audience at least. Oh, it's good that am fasting for like 12 to how many ever hours. Uh, I ate. What did I eat for lunch? Oh yeah, a hot dog around 1 p.m. So 13 hours without eating. Yeah, that's fine. That is a fast. 13 hours. So I can kind of see how Muslims do it for religious reasons for a month. I can see how it can be painful. I don't think I can do it for a month. That seems like a long time, but for a good amount of the weeks, do. And yeah, you just live through the pain. And yeah, it humbles you, I think. Humbles you. I'm sure there's so many benefits to fasting, actually, except for like the pain tolerance. But I think it does make you sharper. I was fasting a couple times in 2025, more than a couple times. I was a little bit known for but shout out to people that actually do Ramadan because I've never fasted for a month straight, but I have do fast for weeks or stuff like that. So shout out to people that actually do Ramadan. I'm sure it makes you sharper. I'm sure it what's it called, detoxifies you. Because yeah, when I took a couple sips of that Pepsi, I already feel like this sort of slight carbonated head rush headache, but not a headache, but just whatever the carbonated wrong feeling is. But it is zero Pepsi, zero everything, so it's good, fine. Oh, the biryani, man, mind blowing. Mind blowing. I think I owe it to myself to go at least a month, almost 2 months without biryani. I think I owe that to myself. Mm, bay leaves. Mm, mm. Oh, oh, that is hot. Oh, that rice and chicken 65 are equally impressive. Probably chicken 65 is slightly more impressive, but I think the rice, oh, so good. It hits you slowly, the spice. But by spice, I mean flavorful spice. This is an example of flavorful spice. And I would say it's a bit spicier than something like Dave's Hot, which it can be pretty spicy, yeah. Not including Reaper. The Reaper is really spicy from Dave's Hot. I did that like two, three times, or four times maybe. I think it's been about a year. I handle spicy food, but I handle it a lot less. My gut handles it a lot less the older I get. And I know it causes some like health conditions. Spicy food can cause health conditions, I think, in like white people if too much. So yeah, limits the spicy food. I can handle it. I don't mind the pain that much, but I know that it can cause some health conditions. Too much spicy food. And over the past year, my gut, when I eat spicy food like 4 times a week, most of the year, and my gut has been handling it less and less. So, yeah, cutting out spicy for a while. And yeah, hopefully, I don't eat any more biryani for at least a month, maybe 2 months. I want to see myself a big difference in weight loss. Because yeah, that makes sense. If a plate is about 500 to 800 calories and the whole bowl of biryani gives you about 2 plates worth, yeah, you can see the problem there. Shout out to my college friend back in the day for showing me how delicious it is to put caramelized onions, fried onions over your biryanis. Fucking incredible. Biryani still tastes banging without it, but yeah. And yeah, I knew this was going to be a spicier biryani, so which it is. A few more onions and save the rest for later. For later, as if I'm gonna eat a second plate right now. I just talked about weight loss and now I am gonna save for a second. Yeah, I'll save the rest for later though. But I don't know, cause maybe I want to sprinkle some more onions here. Yeah, let me save the rest for now. Yeah. God damn, this is a beautiful biryani. I gotta screenshot this bad boy. My God. I have to say, biryani is probably the 100% biggest Indian food that me and probably a lot of other people like me in my position took for granted as a kid. I always liked Indian food. Sometimes I didn't like Indian food as a kid. I know there's probably lots of kids that don't even eat Indian food and they're Indian. I know there has to be lots of kids that are very picky as Indian Americans. But anyway, I think like chicken 65 I always liked, keema I always liked. But biryani as a kid, I was like, yeah, it's fine, it's good, it's nothing too special. Then years go by and you make it with your friend in college and stuff, and it grows even better. I don't remember how many times I had it since in 2020 or 2021 after starting college, but it must have been in 2024 where I really started loving it again. I don't remember when I started loving biryani again. Late 2024? Probably early 2025. I don't remember when I started loving biryani again. That's crazy. What made me start loving biryani again? It feels like a Mandela effect in my mind because I can't remember going out of my way to get it in 2020. Me and my college friend made it in 2019. So that means I liked it in 2019 a lot to have my friend and I cook it together more than once. But I don't remember going out of my way to get it in 2020. Possibly I did at one point. I don't remember 2021. I don't remember eating it in 2022. I don't remember eating it in 2023. What made me love biryani? I am baffled. I am really baffled. I think it was just 2025, but that's so recent. Such a biryanized Mandela effect right now. I went like 4 years. It feels, but my parents probably casually had biryani in the house in those years, but I don't remember going out of my way to get it. Is biryani being implanted in my psyche just as a form for the big they to make me gain weight, make me get fat? That's a conspiracy. Like a guy that's never had biryani before, and then for the next year, year and a half, becomes a biryani aficionado. Eats biryani every day. He gained about 60 pounds in a year and a half because he's a biryani aficionado. but he can't remember when he started eating biryani. At the moment he realizes that he doesn't remember when he started eating or making biryani, he realizes he's been controlled, he's been brainwashed. That's a good idea, but low key, if I don't want to write that idea down because that would mean that I'd have to go out of my way to buy a biryani for filming purposes. I could do that, but I feel like I'd only ever want to buy a biryani for eating purposes. So that's unfortunate. I've never, with my Canon camera, I don't think I've ever photographed my biryani with my Canon camera, because I just want to eat it. I could go out of my way to buy a biryani for it. Um, I am pretty nourished right now with nutrition. After how many bites of that biryani? 8 bites, did it look like? Eating is kind of an unconscious activity. I don't count how many bites I eat, but you should count how many hits of a cart that you take. Otherwise, you might be going crazy. So yeah, it's been 46 minutes of straight chatting, just getting my mind right. Notice I'm not really coughing because this is the nicotine-free, THC-free vape. Thankfully, thankfully, thankfully. Anyway, I'll take a couple more bites of the biryani, then I'll do the blinkers as promised. To good health. Cheers to good health. Oh, oh, it's spicy. Mmm. God damn. Oh god, that's so good, dude. It's so good. Mm. Oh, I only heated for about 11 seconds. I thought I needed to heat it more, but that was kind of perfect. God. Oh, oh. I'm still trying to remember when I got into biryani other than cooking it with my friend in 2019. I could say 2019, but I don't remember eating it in 2020 or 2020. That being said, I don't remember barely 4 or 5 things from 2021 and 2022 other than my work. Oh, that's enough bites of that biryani for now. I should walk around with my beverage because the spice. Oh, that fruit juice I finished just now in those couple sips. Let me sip on this Diet Pepsi. Cheers to good health. Time for a couple blinkers. Let me try to. I was thinking of taking 4 or 5 blinkers, but I already took a few hits of the THC vape, so I don't want to overdo it. Let's just do three for now. I know I'm gonna cough a lot. Oh fuck, man. The basement's really cold, but it's really hot outside, so that's good. Um. Oh Jesus, man. Oh, dude, you know the problem the past few days? It's not a problem, but the past few days, week, possibly my whole life, every time I try to think of a song off the top of my head, it's Billie Jean. I want to listen to Billie Jean all the time, and I have every day. There's people that eat biryani every day. I listen to Billie Jean pretty much every day. All right. Oh, hi, Charlie. All right, what am I looking for? What song did I? Oh, yeah, I know what song I want to play. I want to play One Call by Rich Armani. One Call Rich Armani. I love this song. I don't trust a soul, I don't trust nobody. Do it for some deals, I don't trust my own body. You would take a shot and you took it a qual pot. It only took me one car, got it don't matter. And hit this whole boyfriend, put me for the show now. Like I got my time. Why they coming in and out and never was a drop. For the opposition, he that tripping man. Pay attention, pay attention, pay attention, finish showing how to get it. First you make 100 moving with the cheese. Then you start out stacking racks on never spin. I was wondering if there's a way to make this in portrait mode. I said, better late than never, better late than never. Yo, better late than never, better late than never. Better late than never, better late than never. Yo, better late than never, better late than never. I guess I can't make it portrait right now. Is this portrait or is landscape? Landscape is this right now. They won't get up on my way, I run them over. Just slow down, slow down. Some pills, I'll choose my own mind. You would take a shot and you took it a chrome pot. It only took me one car, got it dome man. Can hit this whole boyfriend, bring me for a show. I'm rocking, why they go to like I got my time. Why they coming in and out and never was a drop. For the opposition, he that tripping head. I don't know, but oh, this song ASAP Ferg, Floor Seats. It's a banger. Lost seats for the Knicks. A couple model daughters. They don't even want to pick. Want to lick up, want to. Yeah. I done made a couple hits. Go and handle with a hit. God handle me the yeah. Rolly ain't got a dick. I attract a lot of hits. Getting caught up in the mix. Hollywood, same shit. Didn't know that I be doing this. With the exclusive pay of hits. Now I pick the bigger pick. See, I'm really with the shit. The girls they know me. I'm gonna check the joint, you can ignore me. Just look at my senses, it goes in. Yeah, I'm proud for the trophies. Pretty girls they know me. I'm gonna check the joint, you can ignore me. Just look at my senses, it goes in. Infinite strong, I'm performing with the all the glisten on the wrist. Waterfall, not the drip. Mine clouds with a bitch. Must stop with a hit the grand with a chick. Hook a Peter, catch a glitch. They say I don't need them a rich. Richard party with the hook. Looking like a quarter lick. Just a bit. You niggas be wrong. I was born in a city. It's all in this shit. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, that was nice. That was tasty. Not too harsh. Oh, blinker. Let me think of the. We just listened to ASAP Ferg and Rich Armani. So that means, let me think of a third and fourth song. Third and fourth song to listen to. God bless. You ever just feel randomly grateful? Yeah. Oh, God. Oh, let me think of another song. What do I feel like? I want to listen to Britney Spears and Michael Jackson doing "Way You Make Me Feel." I can't believe they didn't air that version. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. Oh, oh. What did I say? I said "Way You Make Me Feel" by. Yeah. Let's go. Woo! They both sound great on this. Ooh. Dude. One of the things about the moonwalk that I absolutely love, that I think not a lot of people think about, myself included, until recently, a few days ago or a week ago, I think. Hold up, let me find my inhaler. So one of the things I freaking love about the moonwalk, look who woke up. Come on down. Let's go to the utility room. Or you want to stay here? Alrighty. Um, so I was saying, one of the things I love about the moonwalk, and there's even a video from like 2021, maybe before that, uh about the origin of the moonwalk, and it's showing several of these classic Hollywood dance moves that very much resemble the backslide or the moonwalk, whatever you want to call it. Pretty much very, 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 very similar. Same idea for the move. Just like the hip thrust, just like the ankle breaker, they're all evolved from things like Broadway and street dancing and classic old movies. Which that the reason I say that, uh there's this one African American actor during like, it looks like during like the vaudeville times, um on camera, and he's doing like a bit of a tap dance, and he does a backside. I'm going to play that video on stream next time I'm streaming on my computer, because I can't play a video on my phone on the stream. But I'm gonna play what I'm talking about next stream. Basically, he does the backside, and it's so cool. Like, it doesn't look as good as the moonwalk, but you have to consider this looks like it's 1910s, 1920s at most, is when this video looks like it was taken. I think it can't be more than 1920s. I don't think that video. Um, I don't know the guy's name. I probably have to look up that actor's name. But it's a nice African American guy, and he was doing a bit of a tap dance, and he does a little backslide. It's 1920, and it's 1920, so it's vaudeville time and stuff. And movies are just a baby of an industry right now, camera work. So he's like sliding back. Where should I put the camera? Where did my cat go? Oh, here he is. He's in his usual corner looking at the spider webs and potential mice around that area. All right, so he does the backside, and while he's doing that, he has like a big smile on his face, and he's like tipping his cap off. It's so animated. I think this was the time when the animation boom that must have been. Can't believe they never drew any cartoon characters dancing like that. But it was so cartoonish and cool. The guy, he does the tap dance. Then at the very end, he goes, he takes his hat off and does a little backside moonwalk thing. He does his little tap dance and he goes, so cool, so animated. You could see why it became a thing. Oh man, it's black entertainment, yeah, for sure. Like, I mean that in the sense like, when you want to talk about cultural appropriation, like how black people are very, very much responsible for pop culture. Pretty much all the biggest pop culture trends are because of black culture. Yes, 100%. Yeah, all these Vine trends, all the fun Vine trends, all the fun rap songs, of course, black culture. You have to acknowledge that. Yeah. If white people, like, Childish Gambino said that in an interview, if white people could not make something like the Nene famous, Something along those lines. Of course, I'm not trying to be racist. I'm saying that with admiration. But of course, I don't want to be look like one of those brown dudes that wishes he was black. I actually really love being. I love being me. I love being me. I love a lot of aspects of Indian culture. I love being Indian. Indian culture is such a beautiful thing. But I like being me. Yeah. All right. Anyway, I have a couple more blinkers to take. Yeah. Indian culture is really nice, but what was I thinking about recently? What it has if anyone has read the whatever it's called the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, is that what it's called? Like the seven arms of Patanjali, some shit like that. It's called that. What is that about? I forgot. I know that prana is like a whole philosophy branch of about breathing exercises, like like fiery breathing. That breathing is life force. Yeah, that's great. I do believe in meditation. I meditate about a couple times a month, if not once a week, pretty much. I feel like it's been once a week for the past couple of months that I've been meditating. Meditated like a day or two ago. Yeah, I like guided meditations, but I also find it actually just as much, if not more, beneficial to meditate in silence for up to 30 minutes, meditating in silence. I find that very calming and beneficial. But yeah, I see one of the like shout out to this YouTuber I come back to every so often, Dante Young. Dante Yang maybe is his name. But one thing he said recently is that with meditation is important because if you're kind of half-assing your progress or your vision, you might get half-ass results. But if you're really clear while meditating, the goal and the key and how to visualize the actions that you're going to take, then you'll actually have the success. And success like sometimes I don't even know what success even means sometimes, because it's almost like it's like after I finish a project, then I gotta think about the next rotation of projects to work on. Otherwise I might reward myself with something unhealthy like alcohol. If I think about rewarding myself, being proud of myself, congratulating myself for completing a video project, which I kind of should, but I should only like reward myself with something like a decent nice meal. A nice meal is a nice reward for finishing a project. Yeah. So I like the what I've been doing recently is last couple projects I finished. Now I only have like couple projects that I'm working on, even though I wish it was like five projects I was working on right now. Yeah. So yeah, guys. That's fine. That's fine. I said I think last stream, one of my dreams was to like make good music videos, direct, film good music videos, but that still hasn't happened. That's fine. I'm not gonna keep that as a dream anymore. I'm sure if I met the right people, interacted, connected with the right musicians, I'm sure the opportunity would arise again. But for now, yeah, I don't need to make music videos a goal right now because it just hasn't happened yet. But yeah, that being said, any musicians watching there, watching out here, if you want me to direct a music video, it's been a dream of mine to direct and edit, film and edit a music video. My idea, I think of a concept for your specific song, visualize it, but a lot of I feel like I want to go for a bit of black and white, but not too much surreal abstraction unless you want that. I want it to feel realistic. I love music videos that are surreal and innovative effects like camera glitches or they're looking in a mirror and it starts glitching out. I don't mind doing that effect for a music video where someone's looking in a mirror and it's all glitching out. Yeah, so maybe a few different camera glitches, but I feel like I want it to be in black and white, but it's whatever is best for the song. Yeah, that would be so cool. Any musicians out there watching? It's my dream to direct a music video. If you're in the Chicagoland area, Naperville area, Lisle area, I'll do it for free. I'll edit and film with you. Yeah, would seem really fun. I'd have to like the song first. though. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I hope someone saw that, and I hope that actually happens because it actually has been a dream of mine to like meet a musician, become friends with a good musician, and direct and film and edit his or her music video. That's been a dream of mine. It's never happened because it sounds like a fantasy, which it kind of is, but it's happened to so many people, so many different. Tons of music video directors out there. It's not a fantasy. If it happened for those people, it could happen for me. Yes, it can. Just gotta believe that. Shout out to those musicians I like. I'll probably shout them out later. They're probably not watching. All right, it is 3:45. Now is probably a nice time for another little blinker. Wow. How I had those like 10, 11, 12 bites of biryani and how they were like slowly hitting me nicely, the taste and the nutrients. But now the blinker too, that first blinker, it was pretty tasty. The flavor is called Chief OG. It's kind of like a typical honey like flavor. Oh, weed is awesome to me. Oh, that hit was a little harsh. I wasn't pulling. Oh god. Oh god. It feels like when you're swimming and you kind of cough up a little bit of water. Oh god. That was harsh. Oh jeez. Oh. Oh yeah. That's a lot. I gotta take a moment of silence, Loki. Oh fuck, man. Oh, god damn. All right, back to reality and back to life. Hi, Charlie. Oh gosh, damn. Yeah, this third hit should be nicely the last one. But let's take a second of a break. Not too long of a break. After this, what am I gonna do? I was watching a little bit of Daria, watching a little bit of fucking Modern Family, which is my favorite pretty much. Is there anything more I should watch? I've been enjoying coming back to Full House every so often. Uh, Full House is a good show overall. Yeah, maybe a bit cringe in times. Not maybe. I think yeah, any fan can find cringe in it. Most people that aren't fans do too. But no, it's a good show. I like it. There might be better shows around that time that people like more, like Family Matters. I think I only watched like 2 episodes of Family Matters. Maybe I'll watch more. I've only seen like 1 episode of Different Strokes. I think I watched the one. It was the one where there's a pedophile. It's the one where someone, yeah, Different Strokes. So Different Strokes, I only seen 1 episode. It's not a show I've seen, but I low key, that's one of the episodes, that the 1 episode I saw of that, it really makes you think. I low key want to review that Different Strokes pedophile episode. Tries to give uh the kids wine, tries to touch them. That's a serious topic, and they handled that pretty insightfully. They handled that very insightfully, and they had the balls to handle that at the time. So that's why I think I even heard that's I think that's why I heard about the episode right before college. Yeah. But yeah, I don't want to review shows that I've only seen like 1 or 2 episodes of. That's why I review. With a show like Full House too, and any show, I'm not the type of reviewer to make like jokes, ironic remarks, all the notable li- all the notable lines of dialogue. Like some a character, I just take it on surface level. If not, if I see something deeper, I talk about that later. But yeah, I'm you know those types of reviewers that like they'll show the scene where a character says a line, and then the reviewer will say some smart aleck remark about that line. Yeah, I'm not that kind of reviewer. All right, guys, let me take a bathroom break for 2 seconds. Be right back. Yeah, guys, back. Hi, Charlie. I forgot what I was talking about, but yeah, I feel the need to be honest. Yep, still haven't drank since last, which was terrible after 1 bottle. Terrible, terrible. Never drinking again. It's Wednesday now, I think. Yeah, never drinking again. So just being honest. if I do drink, I'll be honest, but I really don't ever want to. And I've written down good, solid reasons, and I have the solid months of experience being sober so far. So it shouldn't be too big of a deal. If I'm struggling with thinking about it, then I will talk about it or talk to someone. But anyway, then with corn, it's still been over 3 days now since I've looked at corn or fat. But I do want to be honest. Last night, before I fell asleep, I feel like I edged for about less than 3 minutes. I didn't uh finish. It's so stupid, but being honest is the best way to keep your success. So after 3 days, I didn't look at corn, and it's still been like that, and it'll still be like that. But I did edge because I was like, yeah, it's been a long day. I finished all these so many things. It's fine to kind of unwind. It's not bad. Everyone does it. Who cares? But yeah, that could have been kind of dangerous if I continued for a longer amount of time. That could have been dangerous. Yeah, it's best to just I was at a moment like that. I don't remember before falling asleep wanting to fall asleep, but I could have told myself like, yeah, I meant to circulate this energy. I meant to do some push-ups possibly, but I didn't eat by that point either. So yeah, it's just my other unhealthy quirks that get in the way. Anyway, now it's a fresh new day. Woke up the day later. All right, and so first thing that's on my mind is thinking about the next short film. The Thomas and I have a couple of Thomas toys. You saw one of them in the 11th grade short film. And so the two Thomas toys were gonna be the subject matter of this next short film. So I had a scene in mind. Basically, it's gonna be a green screen of my cat in the background. Not sure which image of my cat I'm gonna use, but it's gonna be a green screen of that. And then the images that are sitting in front of the green screen, I think is gonna be a couple of Doctor Who action figures. One of them is gonna be holding a pencil. Another one I think is gonna be holding one of my small jars of paint, like possibly this one, possibly one that I have somewhere else that's a little bit slightly bigger, that an action figure could possibly hold. This might look okay too. Yeah, just because you guys, I think I know you. I think you guys know why. I think you guys know, like, yeah, I don't want to be too abstract, too surreal, but I would want to try to create surreal imagery. I want to try to create surreal imagery. Just like I think most artists should. I think that's a lost thing, because when people who aren't artists, who are older and know about art, but they're in different fields, but they know about art and they're older, they remember things like Salvador Dali, like artists like Jackson Pollock or Basquiat. They remember that surreal aspect, and low key, sometimes that's a bit lost in actual content creation. Sometimes that's a bit niche. You know, last time I remember is those neo surreal TikToks. I think they were called. I forgot the specific creators' names that would do those TikToks. But yeah, because I think people don't really want to think like that. It looks too quirky, you know. But the attempt to try to make surreal imagery, it's it's easy to do. It's a sense of arts and crafts, you know. You take objects that don't fit together and you try to make them work. All right, like an eyeball, a candlestick, a lobster, a telephone. You put all those in a shot, or in front of a collage, or in front of a green screen of like a tower, or a green screen of your pet or some shit. I want to do my pet, but some people would do like a cloud background or something. That is how you create a surreal image. Just take one or two, at least two, probably like three or four objects that don't go together, place them together. That creates a little bit unfitting to the mind. So I don't really practice this. I saw it in a video by Peter Capaldi that you guys probably might remember from 2014. But yeah, let's put that practice into implementation for us. So like this paint can and this mouse. Does that look surreal? No, that just looks kind of boring. Like it looks okay. This is the childish aspect of trying to make a video, trying to make art. Um, I don't want to call my work art. Art in the sense of artisan. Artisan means someone that builds things with their hands. That's what I strive to do. All right, guys, I have one more blinker to take. My vision board, cinematic storyboard. It's a good question to wonder if some of my favorite YouTubers that make like sketch comedies, if they would storyboard their stuff, or if they just had a basic plan and would go and just do their thing. I wonder if people like Fred, Smosh, Niga Higa, if they ever storyboarded their work. Storyboard. Sham woo. Bunch. Cooking bunch. Just staring at my storyboard. It's like the music from one of the scenes here was playing in playing in my head a little bit. I talked about my Zoom H1 mic that I'm saving up for. Yeah, that should be really fun. Hmm. It's like one of the things I want to do is outside of a window shot. So I'm gonna write that down. Doing an outdoor window shot, make it symmetrical. I'm so happy that Smosh and Mystery Guitar Man did a collaboration in 2010, September, I think. I'm gonna. I wonder what Mystery Guitar Man's up to. I'm gonna look up his channel real quick. Oh, he hasn't been uploading. Man, this guy. Gangnam Style. Do what you can. Wanna know, but don't be a macho man. You wanna stay alive, that I do what you so beat it. But you wanna be bad, beat it, beat it. Hey, no one wants to beat it. Showing how funky is your mind. It doesn't matter who's wrong or right. Beat it, yeah, beat it, beat it. Just beat it, yeah, beat it, beat it. Ooh. They're out to get you, better leave while you can. Wanna know but don't wanna macho man. Wanna say love, do what you can. So beat it, beat it, beat it. You have to show them that you're really not scared. Playing with your life is ain't no truth or dare. They'll kick you and beat you and tell you it's fair. So beat it. But you wanna be bad, just beat it. And no one would not beat it, beat it. Showing how funky strong is your fight. It doesn't matter who's wrong or right. Beat it, hey, beat it, no one wants to beat it, beat it. Yep. Was just looking through MGM's channel. Would be cool to put a few videos in my watch later that I just did. Gonna watch them. Yeah, from years ago, years and years ago. Such an inspirational guy, dude. I wonder what he's doing now. Maybe he quit filmmaking, but hasn't made in 5 years. But so cool. It seems like a regular artist, but no, the way he uses film, the way he uses music, the way he uses inspiration. I was just humming Beat It because I don't even like Beat It as a song that much, but because he did a video where he recreates himself doing Beat It with different things. That is innovation to the purest T. Not only that, but he knows how to perfectly use After Effects to achieve whatever effect he wants. He dreams big and achieves all those effects. Modern YouTubers that do that, or maybe Cole Bennett, I'm not sure any other filmmakers and stuff that are doing these types of amazing After Effects and thinking like this since 2011 and stuff. So thank you, MGM, Mr. Guitar Man. It feels good coming back every once a year and doing this. It's your boy back in the house. All right, sorry guys, sorry about that. Phone died, and my charger's back in my apartment. Same with this iPad. It's gonna die. It's at 18%. Um, it is 4 a.m. I could drive back home, low key.